And we will be ready to go once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Gale Force Esports versus Vivi's Adventure. Over on the blue hand side, we have Banny, Mike R, Boink, Muma, Calvin, and Ultima Web. And over on the red hand side, we will have Mboombody, Zeker, Anagot, Elivode, Lulish, and Henzu. If you were following the EU scene, you would note that Henzu is definitely a beast and a force to be reckoned with on that hog. Definitely expect him to run that once again over here on King's Row when it comes to the defense at the very least. But he has not been shying away from picking up Hanzo, as Hanzo on King's Row offense can definitely pay off big with the Graviton Dragon Strike combo being so potent. It can definitely be more than enough to push for the win on certain points. And then on top of it, as previously mentioned, they did have a few interesting adaptation against specific team compositions and specific teams that they know would be running those triple tanks. But so far, it seems like Gale Force Esports is opting in with a what I would think would be a triple tank composition, or maybe have Ultima Web instead on that Genji. Some teams do prefer Genji on defense. Gale Force Esports seems to be one of those. And the round will start. Vivi's Adventure will be rolling with the triple tank composition with M1 on that soldier. They will be getting ready to push already aggressively onto the point. Calvin, though, still uncontested onto the high ground. Trying to dish out as much damage as possible, and Boink getting the first blood. Nice follow-up onto Elivode after the hook. And that will be netting Gale Force Esports the first blood. And now, if you keep an eye out for the ultimate advantage, so far Gale Force Esports also having a better time in terms of charging up their ultimate economy over in their favor. But we will see Vivi's Adventure try to push into the high ground, rotate there, force Calvin out of that advantageous position. And M1 is trying to set up, doing a bunch of DPS onto Muma. But Earth Shatter will catch free. Really nicely done. And now with the attack visor popped by Calvin, we'll see him not get pulled in. Trying to contest, gets the triple kill, cleans up house. And with that, the push of Vivi will be stopped. Zeker trying to reset on the point will finally go down. And nicely done by Gale Force Esports to make sure they hold. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining for Vivi's Adventure. Ultima Web up and ready to go with that Dragon Blade. We'll get the first pick onto Henzu, already a 6v5. Doesn't want to opt in to use it just yet. Lulish being extremely low, gets bubbled, but still gets taken down. Calvin picking that one up. And Vivi's Adventure will be forced back into the spawn. And ultimate advantage, once again, in favor of Gale Force Esports. But we will have Lulish have that Earth Shatter soon enough. They will have the Sound Barrier Attack Visor. They need to make it work. And we'll be pushing on to the point. Ooh, actually Calvin got slapped. Nice hook follow-up by Henzu. And so far 6v5. Sound Barriers coming out of both teams. Ultima still trying to get into position to use that Dragon Blade. But so far, no other picks. Going in, gets the Ana. First pick is good. But M1 answering. Pops that Tag Visor. Trades 1 for 1. But Earth Shatter is good. Gets 2. Nice follow-up onto Elivode. Doesn't go down just yet. Calvin and Co coming back. Earth Shatter answer from Lulish. Gets the follow-up onto the enemy. Reinhardt is bionated, but they are pushing Gale Force Esports back. With the attacking team being able to regroup faster, it could be better. But Ultima Web doing a lot of work. Charging back into the Ana. Will not take her down, but Calvin still doing a lot of work. Takes down Zeker. And with 54 seconds remaining, this is not looking good for Vivi's Adventure, but they did force all of the ultimates up from Gale Force Esports. The next one up and ready to go will be for Calvin with that Attack Visor. But we will be looking at Elivode. Elivode needs to have a huge Graviton. Gets a few, but Calvin now with the attack visor. So far 1 for 1. Can he get more? Doesn't get anything just yet. Gale for Esports though, still holding strong. And with 25 seconds remaining, Ultima Web will pop that Dragon Blade for that cleanup. Janitor work coming out of the Genji. And so far, very dominating first round. Coming out of Gale Force Esports. This is not looking hot for Vivi. With 7 seconds remaining, they need to rush on to the point. But can they do a nice charge by Mama? And now with the attack bars being popped, can he do it? M1 trying to be the hero. 2 for 1 so far. Vivi having a 3 for 2. Could potentially finally get the point. Henzu getting a few crucial hooks as well. Ultima Web still alive though. Trying to delay with Calvin on top. Finally going down. And Vivi's adventure pushes through. Clutches it out and makes it work in the end. In overtime. Finally getting that payload, but that was really rough for this Vivi's Adventure lineup. Calvin trying to get his ultimate up and ready. Once again, ultimate advantage going over into Gale Force Esports side of things. Calvin still not really contested onto the high ground. We'll try to poke and do some extra damage here onto Lulish. Should be spotted, but still nobody trying to contest him. And now with the sound barrier up and the Dragon Blade, we will not see Ultimate Web overcommit. Calvin still getting that pick. Still uncontested onto the high ground. We'll make sure that Vivi will have to regroup. And Ultimate Web even picking up a kill onto Lulish. Excellent hold by Gale Force. Pushing them back, but Hanzu answers with a great hook onto Calvin. Got him from up top. Calvin may be a bit too overconfident there. But 4 ultimates already up and ready to go for Gale Force. Earth Shatter as well as the Nano Boost up and ready to go over for the red team here on Vivi. Graviton will be coming up soon. Zeker with that sound barrier should be enough. Nano Boost though on to Ultima Web. He'll be going back into the back line, but good answer so far by Vivi. Henzu will be able to push it back, gets the kill as well. And with M1 getting the attack visor, should be enough. Gets the kill. Calvin still takes down Lulish, but will be forced to regroup back. And Vivi continues to push. Quite a lot of ultimates committed, however. And Muma will have that Earth Shatter ready to go. We'll see Henzu try to get potentially a couple of extra picks here. Ultima Web still being a nuisance on top. But Muma now gonna try to go for the Earth Shatter. Gets only Zeker, but still a pick is good. 6v5 so far. Make that 6v4. Calvin now with the swap out to Zarya, making it work. Pushes Vivi's adventure back. And nicely done. Even with the Earth Shatter. Gale Force Esports make it work. And managed to get some extra time here on defense. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining for Vivi. We'll see Calvin in a sneaky spot, saving the Reinhardt with the bubble, with the shield, but no! Henzu gets the pick, and that is definitely something you gotta look out for. But Ultima Web now with the Dragon Blade, going into the backline, gets 2, makes it a 3rd, and Vivi once again will be stopped dead in its tracks. Zeker will be regrouping with the team. Nano Boost and Dragon Blade were used. Whole Hog and Sound Barrier still ready for Gale Force. But Earth Shatter, as well as the attack visor coming in soon for the red team. With 22 seconds left, they have to make it work. This is going to be really close, however. Plenty of ultimates on the blue end side as well. M1 popping that attack visor. Nice Earth Shatter to stop him, however. Sound barriers being popped on both ends. So far though, no one going down. Big Earth Shatter gets 2 out of Lulish with a charge follow-up. 6v5 so far. And one still looking for that hog. Gets the second kill. And again, 6v4. Make that 6v3 win for Vivi. Can they keep it up though? The defensive side will keep on running back into the point. With overtime being kicked in, can Vivi keep it up and push it all the way to the back? Both Gravitons will be popped. So far though, no one going out. Elivo takes the first one. Henzu follows it up with another onto Miker. Looking for more. Onto the opposing Roadhog, but nice pick coming out of him. And now, Emblem looking to clean up house. This is a really close one, a huge brawl. But Vivi potentially winning this one. Finally takes another down, but with the swap onto Winston, it's gonna be really annoying for Vivi. And still, Elivo being the hero for Vivi now. Takes down Miker, looks for Moma, takes him down. Looking for more, but the Dragon Blade from Ultimate Web. Nice Bionate, but no! Not like this! Goes down valiantly, and this could be it! But no, Banny makes it back into the cart. So close. Lolish and Co. still try to push it, and they get it in the end. But a very close first round. Vivi's Adventure, clutching it through. Gets the cart all the way till the end. And the job well done by Vivi's Adventure. Having some real good ult usage. Not really overcommitting there. And honestly, just Elivote being the hero for Vivi. And unfortunately for Ultimate Web, that final dash was the end of him. Was really tragic. But still, it did only manage to get it all the way to the end. Going into overtime. Will be really interesting to see if Gale Force Esports can come up with a better push so far. A standard triple tank composition with a soldier for Vivi. Over on the blue hand side, we might see Calvin on that Widow. Widow offense can be great, especially on King's Row. Because when it comes to offense compared to defense, what Widow needs to do is win in one fight to make the pick worth. Whereas on defense, you would need to make, you would need to win all of the fights to make the pick worth. So we'll potentially see him stick with it. Mama for now on Winston, and Boink on Sombra. Not sure if they'll go through with it, but will be interesting to see. Ultima Web on Pharah. Can potentially be a pick, but no. Swaps coming in for Gale Force. Ultima Web will still stick with the Genji, however. Calvin will be the support on that Zarya as Gale Force Esports prepares to push in. So far, however, Vivi's Adventure playing really back. Emblem even giving up high ground, potentially. Now, just both teams brawling it out. Calvin needs to play it safe. Can get hooked at any point, so now will be hooked and goes down to the secondary fire. Unfortunate. 6v5 so far, but Ultima Web getting a pick. Answers, and now 5v5. Gets the second one onto Elivo with Boink and Banny. Nice Bionate follow-up, and this is looking great for Gale Force as nobody even to contest on the point. Ultima Whip already up and ready to go with the ultimate. Looks for the kill on Tiana God. Finally gets it. And this is really scary for Vivi. As Gale Force Esports already almost ready with 4, make that 5 ultimates with Boink and Mike Mitcher. And we will see them regroup on the right hand side. But an excellent first push coming out of Gale Force Esports, even losing Calvin at the first, but we'll see Ultimate pop that Dragon Blade. Will have the nano boost on top. Gets the first one onto Elivote. Looks for the Reinhardt, gets it. Goes down to Hanzu, but still 2 for 1. The push continues for Gale Force. Boink looking for the next kill. Gets it with Calvin onto Anagot and M1. And with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, this is looking like a very dominant potential first win on King's Row from Gale Force. They will keep up the push. But over on Vivi's Adventure side of things, they will have a lot of ultimates of their own. They need to use them intelligently. Make sure they use only the amount they need, but a huge Earth Shatter coming out of Muma will stop them in their tracks. 1-for-1 trade so far. Calvin getting that one, but with the Graviton follow-up, Boink will try to go in with the whole hog. Gets the first kill. Can he get more out of it? No, but the push is still good. Elivote answer with a Graviton of his own, but Hanzu and Emblem running back, trying to delay the card, but Earth Shatter only getting Calvin there. Not sure if it's gonna be enough. Nice hook followed by Hanzu, but still numbers 2-2 here on the card. Hanzu will be charged, but will not go down. Finally goes down in the end. Ultima Web helping out with that one. And Zeker solo mission on the card will be a failure, unfortunately for him. But now Ultimate Web with the Dragon Blade will be spotted, but with the Nano Boost could come up huge here. No ultimates available for Vivi. Ultimate advantage being huge for Gale Force Esports, but Ultima Web looking for his targets. Doesn't get anything just yet. Finally gets Zeker. Gets the second support. And with both supports down, this is looking like a great take for Gale Force. Emblem answers with one though. Does have that tag visor, but Boink gets the second kill, and with 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining, Gale Force Esports finish on King's Row. And I gotta question Vivi's game plan coming there on defense. I think the fact that M1 gave up on high ground and just straight up regrouped with his team was potentially one of the big downsides there, as they were pushed all the way at the back. But they did have Ultima Web on that Genji, which you have to consider. It was a potential danger for M1. And with 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining, this is looking really great for Gale Force Esports. Looking poised here to take the first map in this best of 3 series. And Vivi, once again, running same comp. Some swaps though from Gale Force Esports potentially here. As mentioned previously, that Hanzo Zarya combo being extremely strong. Sonic Arrow, not finding any targets there. But looking for potential picks or just winning the Reinhardt shield battle. Still though, nice hook onto M1. Gets the soldier, but so far, no one going down. Ultima Web taking the first target on that M1. Making it a 6v5, and this is looking really bad for Vivi already. Calvin still doing a lot of work. Mama, nicely done to follow it up, and again, this is looking like a dominant first state coming out of Gale's Force once again. Beautiful headshot onto M1. Calvin on fire. Already with 85% edge. Now they're just showing off. Gale Force will be taking that map. Will be taking that first win. GG.
Finals. 4-3. Play of the match.
And excellently done there by Gale Force Esports and Ultimo Web there as well, as seen in the play of the game. This will be their first map win as a result, with a 1-0 advantage over Vivi's Adventure. But we will be getting into our next map as soon as possible, once the next map will be decided. I do think it could be, if I take a quick look, Hollywood coming up next, and Vivi's Adventure had a valiant push there in the end on offense when in that first round, but unfortunately for them, definitely not anywhere close to Gale Force Esports performance. So hopefully for them, we will see some better outcome in their next map. Vivi, again, kind of a surprising decision in terms of their positioning overall. I feel as if they got forced in a really tough spot from the get-go, and the big thing was that since they would lose the map if they were to lose the first point there in the end, they had to play it safe and they had to put M1 back with the team. And unfortunately for them, nice hooks coming out of Ultimo Web netted them the win. So gonna let the teams know that we are ready to go for that second round, so we have as little downtime as possible. But once again, huge shout outs to eFrag, Razer Arena, and Blizzard Entertainment for powering up the tournament. So far, an excellent first series up our hands to go. And as said, we have a lot of great teams tonight. We have CLG Team Dignitas, even Korean teams with Rhinos Gaming, Titan, and Wings. So definitely you don't want to miss out. But we are ready to go, and as said, in our next match we will have, or rather in our next map will be Hollywood. Gale Force Esports versus Vivi's Adventure. And the bane of custom lobby strikes once more. Of course, sides get swapped, so don't mind me while I edit the overlay once again. It is a lie. We will have the over on the blue hand side Vivi, and over on the red hand side it will be Gale Force Esports. This is one thing that is the bane of every online tournament. But nevertheless, over on the defensive side of things, it does seem like we will not be seeing a Symmetra. Over from Vivi. Another standard triple tank composition with Henzu on that Roadhog again. M1 on that Soldier. We've seen even Torbjorn being picked up quite often here, as there's a very strong spot over on the end side next to the attacker's spawn for that placement. But we'll see what Gale Force Esports opts in here for. Calvin once again on that Zarya, Ultima Web on that Genji. So we'll be getting ready for their first push. Ultima Web already trying to poke ahead at the backline of Vivi. Nice charge coming out of Muma. Will be the first pick. Ultima Web with the nice follow-up dash, but gets hooked by Henzu. Will go down, and so far 1-for-1 coming out of both teams. But can blue team hold? M1 getting another pick. Sets aside to Boink. Gets it as well. Henzu with another great hook. And Vivi should be able to hold. Sleep Dart will be stopping the Reinhardt in his tracks. And nicely done by Vivi. Getting good charge time on their ultimate as well. Already towards 9% for 3 of their members. Ultima Web, 70% on that Blade. Bonnie already ready to go with the Nano Boost if needed. But M1, they're looking to regroup. Graviton is out of Ellie, and this should be another great hold for Vivi. Pull Hog popped by Henzu. Clean up on aisle 5. Does not get the hook, but Now with two ultimates used, Ellie already working his way on that next Graviton. Doing a lot of work on that Zarya. But Boink, swapping over to that Winston, will look to go ahead and dive with Ultima Web, help him out, as M1 was left a bit on the lower end of the side, but first kill is good. Double kill, make that a quad, coming out of Ultima Web, coming in huge, and Adagot takes him down, but Ultima Web getting a lot of crucial kills. M1 now, desperate final attempt to delay it even further, but will not be successful, and Gale Force Esports making good work. Good adaptation. Swapping over to that Winston, making sure Ultima Web has enough room to work with. We'll be pushing the payload. No high ground so far. Ultima Web actually getting the kill onto Zeker, now chasing down Adagot. This dive composition coming out of Gale Force Esports, paying off. Can be really aggressive, but sound barrier has been popped. Ultima Web finally goes down. 2 kills for the blue team. Vivi answering with a couple of his own. Nice hook coming out of Henzu. Gets Calvin once again. Calvin caught off guard maybe a couple of times already by Henzu's hooks. Vivi's adventure is opting to not go for the high ground so far.
My ultimate is charged.
Boink. Still sticking to that Winston. Calvin and Moma will have those ultimates available. But Sound Barrier Nerf Shatter in return is good for Vivi. Graviton will be good. Catches a lot. Nice Biodate to follow it up, even with the Sound Barrier. But so far, no kills for either team. Moma finally taking the first blood. Nice charge to follow through. And now, already looking really good for Gale Force. No kills coming in for Vivi. But Earth Shatter will be good. Should secure those final kills. Ellie Vote, however, takes one down. But Zeker will fall, and the cart will continue to push. Over on the Vivi side of things, though, almost 4 ultimates available.
My ultimate is charged.
With such strong ultimates like Graviton, they need to hold, they need to make it work. Graviton catches Muma. So far, Whole Hog is the follow-up, but Ultima Web once again will be taken down by Adagot. And now M1 doesn't opt in for the attack visor, does not need it. So far, 1-4-0, the kill trades. Boink gets hooked, nicely done by Hanzu. Muma trying to do something, charges in, does not get anything out of it. And a good hold by Vivi. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Now Vivi trying to stagger Gale Force. Shooting them towards their spawn. And the big thing here will be M1. He's gonna be setting up on top. He will have the attack visor and nano boost up and ready to go. I do not believe he was spotted yet. And then with Ultima Web swapping over to Tracer, he won't be able to contest as easily on that high ground. So this could be huge for Vivi. But Calvin does have that Graviton. And now M1 not yet using the attack visor. Batty was on top, actually getting that sleep dart. But so far 2 for 1. Sound Barrier comes out, and so far looking really good for Gale Force. Boink more than enough to push M1 back. And Gale Force Esports managing to push the cart. Swap coming out well in the end, even for Ultima Web. They're gonna be looking to stagger Lulish. Really low. Not yet dead, however. Finally goes down. Ultima Web forced to recall, but Zeker, the bloodthirsty support, taking down Muma. Almost taking down another one. Going in from behind. But still, push continuing for Gale Force. 1 minute 48 seconds remaining. Ultima Web looking for the flank. Nobody on high ground. He will have that pulse bomb ready to go. Should be spotted at this point. Henzu gets him with the hook. Nicely done. Henzu coming up big here. one more time. Now looking for that pesky Winston, but now that Winston with the Primal Rage will be extremely tough to take down. Graviton, however, coming out of the blue team. Hentu following it up with the whole hog, gets a triple quad with the help of Emblem, and this should be the hold for Vivi. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining. Great combo coming out of Ellie and Henzu, and they've only used those two. Still having both supports ready with their ultimates. M1 and Lolish as well. Ult advantage going over for Vivi. And with 55 seconds remaining, this is looking great. M1 on a sneaky mission. Sneaky. And now its attack visor goes in. Gets the first one. Looking for more. Gets the second. Now on to the third one. So far 3-4-1. Ultima Web takes one. But this will be not enough as it's cleanup for Vivi. Secret mission paying off for M1. And that is the danger you have to keep your eyes out for. Those sneaky soldiers going in from behind. But Ultima Web now swapping over to the Genji. One final push coming out of Gale. Can they do it? Two ultimates ready for them. Both for Shatters. Ooh, Momo's Earth Shatters whiffs though. Lolish still has his. Could come up huge. Doesn't want to be too trigger happy on it though. Still waits it out. Now the boost being used. Sound Barrier to follow suit. And Earth Shatter will be blocked by Muma. Unfortunate, but so far 1-for-1. Ellie 90% on that charge. Henzu gets another one. This is looking good for Vivi's adventure. 99% on that charge. Now gets it. And Vivi should be able to hold in overtime. Still, great push coming out of Gale Force. And really good ultimate usage out of Vivi. And much better hold, especially towards the end for Vivi. And as previously mentioned, you gotta keep your eyes out for that soldier, especially if you're expecting the attack visor at that point. With no sound barrier available, and with the Reinhardt up in the front lines, it was just too easy for M1 to clean up house and secure that team fight, easy team fight win. And since they kept on staggering their ultimates, Vivi's adventure was able to hold till the very end. We'll see what Gale Force Esports rather will opt in here on defense. Ultima Web once again favoring that Genji. Boink on that Roadhog. Calvin on that soldier. Muma probably on the Reinhardt, if I had to take a wild guess. And so far, Anna got sticking on that Mercy. Would expect him to swap back over. There we go. And again, Vivi playing it as standard as possible as you get in the current meta. Will not try to go for a dive composition or anything too aggressive. No Pharahs. And the round will start. Muma trying to get a good fire strike to start building that Earth charge, ultimate charge. As Vivi will be pushing in. Over from the left hand side. Good Bionade will have to force some stop and Ultima Web scouting ahead. Get some information for the team. Lolish pushing in. Calvin still on the high ground though. Not really contested. Hentu trying to get a pick. Let's not get anything just yet. Ultima Web will be taken down however. And now M1 with the first kill. Will be 1-for-1 however. Boink. Getting the enemy Reinhardt will be huge. Nice shield however. Henzu takes another one down. And Ellie killing another. Could be potentially enough, but Calvin already with attack visor gets the kill and popping it. This should mean that they will be able to hold. Looking for those extra targets. Gets the quadra kill. Gets the pentakill. Calvin is a monster. Doing so much damage, and already getting that attack visor means that he will be able to secure that hold for his team. And Vivi needs to contest him, needs to force him in a rougher spot, because left to his own devices, he's just been an absolute monster here. But even gets the rocket helix kill. Excellently done, but still, decent amount of ultimates available for Vivi. They should be playing defensively now, as they did lose a member. It is a 6v5. They will be waiting for that regroup. But the Nano Boost attack visor is ready, and the Nano Blade ready on Gale Force. This is looking still really good for Gale Force, however. Calvin, a bit low. Ellie, he needs to try and build that charge. A big Graviton could be the win, but Ultima Web popping the Dragon Blade, looks for targets. Nice Bionade will stop him for now, but Banny will get a kill onto Emblem. And Ultima Web doesn't get anything out of it, but still, 1-0 is good. Now to Banny getting those support kills. Another good Bionade will force the blue team back. And the hook could be the kill secure onto Ellie, but no, shield is back up on time. And a lot of ultimates light up for both teams. 5 for Vivi. They need to make it count. Ellie with the Graviton needs to push in aggressively. The speed boost is in, and Calvin now with the Nano Boost attack visor is coming in from behind, but Hanzu takes 2. 2 is the trade. Still 2 for 2. And now Calvin will be pushed out. This is looking better and better for the Vivi's adventure lineup. Nice lead dart onto Muma. And Vivi should be finally taking the point in the card. But a lot of ultimates were used. Earth Shatter will be available for both teams. Boing swapping over to that Winston. We'll try and dive the composition of Vivi. But Hanzu, again, coming in big with the hooks. Benny is on that high ground. No further hooks have connected. Calvin, coming in from the sides up top, will get 2 kills of his own, but Hanzu still answering together with Ellie. Trying to find that soldier. Does not manage to spot out Calvin. And the push continues for Vivi. Earth Shatter was used by Muma, and it is still available for Lilish. And now, with the sound barrier being used aggressively, they need to keep it up. Hanzu getting that kill once again. Lilish going in with the charge, secures that second kill. Now setting the sights on the third. Was Nano boosted as well, and Vivi should be able to continue the push. Boink, however, with the Zara swap, gets one onto Ellie, but again, not too many from Gale Force to contest on the cart. And Lilish takes another. Looking great for Vivi. 2 members left for Gale. Will be staggered as well. And the point is good. And with a lot of ultimates available on both ends, this could go either way. But having that Graviton and Earth Shatter should mean that Vivi will be in a advantageous position here. But with the Nano Boost available, we might see it being used on the Dragon Blade. Graviton to follow soon. But so far, no kills for either team. Ultima Web finally takes one down. Calvin secures another onto Hanzu. And this should be a good push. Graviton falling up short for Vivi. Lilish finally goes down. Good Bionade, but still. Hanagod will go down. Hanzu takes a kill onto Ultima. And that is all he gets. Whole Hog and Graviton expended on that last team fight. Nano Boost and Dragon Blade used on Gale Force Esports side of things. And now M1 popping that Tag Visor. Sets the sights onto Calvin. And Co, but no, Calvin gets it with his. Follows it up with the Rocket Helix. And now, another good hold from Gale Force. 1 minute, 38 seconds remaining. Oh,
My ultimate is almost ready.
Calvin with the friendly BM onto Ultima on top. All in good fun. And the tragic part for... Never mind, as the Graviton will be used. Ultima up gets the first kill. Doesn't use that Dragon Blade just yet. He doesn't even need to, as free kills are good for Vivi, for Gale Force. Sleep Dart was good onto Moma, but 1 minute remaining. What I was about to say is that the only ultimate Vivi does have right now to try and force things is that sound barrier. No Graviton and Earth Shatter coming in just yet. And with 48 seconds remaining, they're gonna be known boosting the Reinhardt. Ooh, nice hook onto the enemy Reinhardt. And now, Lolish still sets aside time to point. Doesn't manage to kill him, however. It's gotta be unfortunate, but 2 kills for 0. Coming in for Vivi. Now with the third. 30 seconds remaining. Push will continue. Dragon Blade and Tag Visor ready for Gale Force. Earth Shatter coming in hot for Lulish. Sound Barrier asset still available. But Calvin taking a note from M1. Gonna try and get it from the high ground. M1 though gets the first kill. 2 for 1 are the trades. Earth Shatter was used, and now this is not looking good for Vivi as Gale Force Esports continues to hold. But M1 now popping his Tag Visor. Can he make it work? Doesn't get any kills out of it. Finally takes Calvin down, but nothing else in return. Vivi desperately trying to push their way through. Graviton will be used. Gets a huge one. Catches 4, but no follow-up, unfortunately for them. Earth Shatter catches Anna, but that's it. Enter Graviton coming out of the red team, and that should be it. Mama cleaning up house together with the rest of the squad, and great stuff coming out of Gale Force. We'll make it 2-0 and take the series. GG.
Play of the match. Fire at will.
And with that, the first one, we'll go over to Gale Force Esports in the tournament. And we will be moving on to a very short break. We'll try to get you the second match as soon as possible. So definitely don't go anywhere. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And thank you, huge shout outs to eFrag, Razer Arena, and Blizzard Entertainment for powering up the tournament. We'll be right back as soon as possible. I will need to fix a couple of things in the overlay, and the teams will hopefully be ready to go soon enough. Don't go anywhere. My name is Brinch. We'll be right back.